Be ye holy, for he is holy. Every creature has a perception. Just like different people have different ways that they look at life. Simple as that. So everybody don't see the same thing. I don't mean to be look at the same thing. They don't see it the same way. A dog doesn't see life the same way a cat does. A horse doesn't see life the same way that a cow or a pig does. No animal sees life the same way that a so-called human being does, and no human being sees life the same way that a spirit being does. So every being sees life a different way, and nobody sees life the way God sees life. Because God don't just see, he understands. Be ye holy, for he is holy. You can look at something and don't even understand what you're looking at. That's why people say, what's that? It's right there in your face, hidden in plain sight, but you can't understand it because your mind ain't right. And if your mind ain't right, you ain't got no sight. I don't care how many images you see. You can look at images, but if you don't understand where they come from, what they are, and where they're going, you still don't understand what they are. Just like yourself, you can see yourself in the mirror and don't even know who you are. Live with yourself all your life and you're stupid. You're stupid the way you come from and you're stupid the way you going. You don't even know where you at. And you there. So perception is deception. When you don't understand what you're looking at, whether it's naturally or spiritually. Everything that's visible came from the invisible. The visible didn't create the invisible created the visible for the invisible. God created everything. So if you're looking at things that's created and you don't think that they came from a place that you can't see, then you don't understand where they come from, neither where they going. You don't even understand the concept of time, because time is invisible. Be ye holy, for he is holy. You say it's time to do this and time to do that, but you introduce me to time and show me time without showing me some kind of watch or clock. That ain't no time. That's what keeps track of time. Time is invisible and it rules everything. Time to live and time to die. And you can't stop time, because you can't comprehend time with your stupid mind. Be ye holy, for he is holy. So, God didn't make man to stay physical. He made him to become spiritual. That's why the scripture says when Jesus was talking to Nicodemus and Nicodemus couldn't understand what Jesus was talking about, Nicodemus said that you got to be a man sent from God, because no regular man can do these things that you do except God be with him. And Jesus went to speaking about that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the spirit is spirit. He didn't try to explain it naturally. He explained it from the raw truth of it. He was saying that he was born of the spirit of God. He wasn't born from human flesh. All Mary was the dough that he came through. Be ye holy, for he is holy. She ain't created or made nothing. She just allowed him to be spiritually legal coming in this realm, because if you don't come in this realm through a woman, you don't come in legally. The devil ain't in people legally. He a rapist. He enters illegally. He wasn't born through conception. He was born through deception. His own deception of how he come up on people. They still receiving, but they don't understand like you don't understand. Be ye holy, for he is holy. So until we come to the understanding that God would give us in the spirit, like Jesus said, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, but that which is born of the spirit is spirit. Nicodemus in this not understanding say, how can these things be? Can a man enter the second time into his mother's womb? Because Jesus was talking about being born again. Born again? How you gonna be born the second time? You gotta be born from above, not from below. You gotta be born from God and not from flesh, not from man. Be ye born again, cause it's the end of time. Jesus coming back soon. Be ready for a church without spot, without blemish. He coming back for a holy bride. Be ye holy, for he is holy. For he is holy. For he is holy. For he is holy. For he is holy.